I've got an absolutely awesome quiz for you today, so let's take a look at what the subjects are. We have in numbers, water world, transport, old things, and the Romans. And after we finish those rounds, I will give you a bonus round. This game is super simple to play, you just need to score 30 points or more, and then try to take on and beat a final star question. If you can do that, then you're a Quizamp quiz champ. So let's start the first round, which is all about numbers. These are multiple choice questions. Give yourself 2 points if you get the answer before I give you the options, or 1 point if you needed the options to get the correct answer. So if you're ready, let's begin. In Roman numerals, what number does X represent? Five, 10, or 50? The answer is 10. How many keys are there on a standard piano? Your options are 88, 99 or 111. There are 88. How many players are on the field for one soccer team at a time during a match? Are there 8, 10 or 11? There are 11. How many bones are there in the adult human body? If you need the options, they are 206, 212 or 224. There are 206. How many rings are there on the Olympic symbol? Are there 4, 5 or 6? There are 5. Our next set of 5 questions are all about water. What ocean surrounds the Maldives? The Pacific, Atlantic or Indian? They are in the Indian Ocean. Which US state has the most lakes? Alaska, Michigan or Texas? The state with the most lakes, Alaska. The Gulf of Aden is situated between which 2 continents? Africa and Asia, Europe and Africa, or Asia and North America? The correct pair there, Africa and Asia. The world's largest river delta empties into which bay? The Hudson Bay, Bay of Biscay or Bay of Bengal? The answer, the Bay of Bengal. Which continent has the most fresh water but fewest lakes? Is that Africa, Antarctica or North America? That is Antarctica. If you're enjoying the quiz so far, please give it a thumbs up. Our next 5 questions are all about transport. Germany's national highway system is commonly known as what? The Autobahn, Krankenwagen or Purzelbaum? And as you can tell, I'm fluent in German. The answer is Autobahn. Name the instrument for measuring the distance travelled by a wheeled vehicle. Is that a tachometer, odometer or speedometer? That is an odometer. In which city would you find black cabs and red double-decker buses? Tokyo, Paris or London? The answer is London. What is the general name for a ship's steering wheel? The rudder, bridge or helm? That is the helm. What was the first country to have a railroad? Was it India, the United Kingdom, or the United States? It was the United Kingdom. Up next, I'm going to show you some old things. That's right, it's the picture round. I'm going to give you some images of some old items, and your challenge is to name them. There's no clues. I reckon you'll probably do very well at this anyway, so it's 2 points if you just know the answer. Let's see how you do. Here we go. Now this looks like it's seen better days, but do you know what it is? That's a very smart looking toaster. Now you probably know what this is for, but do you know what it's called? That is a quill pen. And what about this? It's not a record player, it has an older name. Do you know what it is? That is a phonograph. And what about this one? That's a telephone. And the last one? That is a telegraph. I think if you're over a certain age, then most of those were pretty easy, but for the younger generation, they could have been quite tough. Anyway, our next round, and the final round before we get to the bonus round, is all about the Romans. Rome was founded by the twin brothers Romulus and who? Your options are Cicero, Remus, or Octavian. The answer, Remus. What title was granted to the first Roman emperor by the Roman Senate in 27 BC? Augustus, Gladius, or Maximus? The answer, Augustus. Who was assassinated on the Ides of March in 44 BCE? Julius Caesar, Nero, or Romulus? That would be Julius Caesar. What was a Roman soldier's large rectangular shield called? A gladius, scutum, or pilum? The correct answer is scutum. What was the Roman name for the Mediterranean Sea? Was it Mare Roma, Aqua Magna, or Mare Nostrum? It was Mare Nostrum. What did the Romans ever do for us? And if you know what film that's from, I'll give you a bonus point. Speaking of bonus points, it's now the bonus round. Here's 10 rapid fire questions, 1 point for each correct answer. We'll review them when we get to the end. Here we go. What is cartoon character Casper? A ghost or a dog? What is the Spanish for two? Michael Phelps is known for what sport? Chile borders which ocean? What is a woodcock? Who traded his cow for magic beans? Who is the 29 movie Rocket Man about? Neil Armstrong or Elton John? Costa Rica means Royal Coast. Is that true or false? What shape is a honeycomb cell? A Krugerrand is mostly what metal? Okay, let's check those answers and see how many points you've picked up. Casper is a ghost. Spanish for two is dos. Michael Phelps is known for swimming. Chile borders the Pacific Ocean. A woodcock is a bird. A cow for magic beans, that was Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. Rocket Man is about Elton John. Costa Rica does not mean Royal Coast. Honeycomb is hexagonal. A Krugerrand is mostly gold. That is it for the rounds, but if you remember correctly from the beginning, there's one last thing to do. If you've scored 30 points or more by now, you can take on and try and beat the star question. If you can beat that, then you're a Quizamp quiz champ. Speaking of which, have you managed to treat yourself yet to one of my fantastic Quizamp quiz champ mugs? If you haven't, don't worry, I'll put a link down below and I'll also put a link at the end of the video. So anyway, if you're ready, let's play the star question. Which animal's milk is traditionally used to make cheddar cheese? Maybe you're thinking that that's a trick question. Well, I'm afraid it's not. The correct answer is cow's milk. And if you got that correct, then you are a Quizamp quiz champ. And maybe it's time to treat yourself and purchase one of these excellent Quiz Champ mugs. And I'd like to say a massive thank you to all of you that have already bought one and for all the lovely comments of support that you left for me. I've read all of them and I really love them. Thank you very much. I'll be back with a new quiz next week. I hope to see you then.